Cacao butter might just be one of the most underrated superfoods, and today I'm going to be showing you exactly why. It's not just for chocolate. It's packed with a rare fatty acid that supports fat burning, metabolic health, and even insulin sensitivity. And it's incredibly easy to use daily once you know how. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about what cacao butter is, the benefits you've probably never heard of, and how you can start using it too. Hi, I'm Kait, a nutritionist who specializes in insulin resistance, blood sugar balance, and metabolic health. I have helped hundreds of clients reverse insulin resistance, prediabetes, and PCOS naturally, without calorie counting or extreme diets. In one of my recent videos on foods you should be eating every day to reverse insulin resistance, I mentioned cacao butter. And I got so many questions asking me to explain more. So today I'm doing a full deep dive on one of my favorite daily staples. Now, I don't use the phrase superfood very often, but what if I told you that there was a food that not only could help with weight loss, but also improve insulin sensitivity, satisfy cravings without wrecking blood sugar, and provide real nutrients, not just empty calories? So many health foods are marketed for these benefits, but actually are full of sugar, processed oils, and inflammatory ingredients. Cacao butter is the rare exception. It's a whole food loaded with nutrients and surprisingly good for metabolic health, especially because of one of the special compounds inside it. We're going to start off by talking about what cacao butter is, because you might be a little bit confused about what I'm talking about. Cacao butter is the pure fat extracted from cacao beans. It's pale yellow, solid at room temperature, and smells lightly of chocolate. Now, it's really important to note that cacao butter is different from cacao powder or cacao nibs. Cacao powder is what you get after removing the fat and grinding the solids. And cacao nibs are the crushed pieces of the whole cacao bean with both fat and solids. Cacao butter is just the fat, and it's the fat that carries many of the powerful health benefits. Now, it's important to not confuse it with white chocolate either, because it does look similar, but pure cacao butter is unprocessed, unsweetened, and doesn't have any sugar. Now, when it comes to the benefits of cacao butter, a lot of them stem from one key nutrient, stearic acid. Stearic acid is a type of saturated fat, but not all saturated fats behave in the same way in the body. Stearic acid has unique effects that improve fat metabolism and insulin sensitivity. Stearic acid supports fat burning. Studies suggest that stearic acid can enhance mitochondrial function, basically helping your cells to burn fuel more efficiently. It also promotes a process called mitochondrial fusion, which helps your mitochondria work to better burn fat for energy. But why does this matter? Better mitochondrial function, better fat metabolism means easier weight loss. Stearic acid has also been shown to improve insulin sensitivity. In fact, research suggests it may lower the risk of insulin resistance by improving how the body processes energy. This is why cacao butter is perfect for anyone who's trying to reverse insulin resistance, alongside other healthy fats like MCT oil, avocado, and grass-fed butter. The next reason cacao butter is amazing is because it helps to reduce cravings. Because it is a pure fat, it slows digestion and keeps you full for longer. Plus, the light chocolate aroma and flavor can help satisfy sweet cravings without needing sugar. So if you're someone who always needs a sweet treat, if sugar cravings are something you're battling with, try adding cacao butter into your routine. It can help to curb sugar cravings, reduce emotional eating, and help you to stay full between meals. Now, if sugar cravings are something you're struggling with, I actually did a podcast episode maybe like this month or last month on how to reduce sugar cravings without willpower, because it does go much deeper than that. So if you want to know more about that, if that's something you're struggling with, then I highly recommend checking out that podcast episode afterwards. I'll link it up above. Now, cacao butter also has a few other key nutrients beyond stearic acid. It's rich in antioxidants like polyphenols, which help to fight oxidative stress. It contains oleic acid, which is a heart-healthy fat that's also found in olive oil, and it's naturally free from sugar and carbs, meaning it has minimal impact on blood sugar. But how exactly do you consume it? How can you add it into your daily routine? Now, my favorite way to do it is blended in coffee or tea. I simply melt about a tablespoon of cacao butter in my morning coffee. Sometimes I combine this with MCT oil for an even bigger boost to ketone production and mental clarity. This creates a creamy, rich, slightly chocolatey drink without sugar or added sweetener. Now, if you haven't seen it yet, I posted a video last week on MCT oil, the benefits of it, and whether or not it breaks a fast. So I'll link that video up above as well. Because combining MCT oil with cacao butter is one of my favorite hacks for better energy and easier fasting days. But there are some other ways to consume cacao butter. Now, you can just eat it as is. Like I said, it has the same consistency to chocolate because it's the fat portion of chocolate. But you can also blend it into smoothies for added richness. Use it in baking for a creamy, dairy-free fat source, or melt it and top it on yogurt or chia pudding. Now, when you're buying cacao butter, you need to make sure you're buying food grade because there are topical ones that are used for your skin. I'll link to some of my favorite brands in the description box down below, but you can also find it at most bulk food stores. And just make sure you buy it without any other ingredients. It should be 100% cacao butter. So to recap, if you are someone who's looking to reverse insulin resistance, balance your blood sugar, support fat loss, and crush your cravings, then adding cacao butter into your daily routine can help. Now, I want to hear from you guys. Have you heard of cacao butter before, or is this something that's new to you? Let me know in the comments down below. And final thing, if you want to check out that video on the best 8 foods you should be eating daily in order to reverse insulin resistance that I originally mentioned cacao butter in, I'll link that on the screen. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.